went to nationals, we were able to get 1 year 8th place, then we moved up to 5th and 4th, and then we shot up to 1st place. So every time we went up there, we got better at figuring out what we had to do to try to win the competition. But because we did well in it, one of the judges went ahead and contacted us and said to see whether or not we were interested in actually doing the game for him.
Being put in charge of this project was really exciting, but it was also a little bit daunting because I had never done something on this scale before and this long of a project with other people, so I wasn't really sure what to expect.
I had a lot of these students working online at the same time when I'm teaching kids. So I had to go back and forth making sure that they were doing what they're supposed to do on this, and we met on weekends as well. There was a lot of hours, hundreds of hours, devoted just to try to make this whole thing work.
I think the hardest part of the project was making sure that everyone had an understanding of what their roles were and what step was next, because we weren't exactly given a list of step-by-step instructions. We had to figure that out on our own. So we had to figure out, to get from point A to point B, what were those steps in between and who would be best suited for which step.
Michael Edmonds of Epic Games, he's like in the education consulting with that company. So he called me up and asked if we'd be interested in working with a company that's stationed up in Toronto and New York called Studica. They make different type of robots that are used by 22 different countries, and they use it for competition. So they learn how to build robots with 4 or 3 wheels, and they have to pick up different wiffle balls that go with either regular waste or recyclable biohazard, and they're dictated by different kind of colors. We actually had to build the robots, so we were given an in-service that we spent about 4 weeks, and we were trained how to build the robots. They sent us a kit. After we understood what it looked like, then we had to figure out the game logic of doing the mapping, what the different types of maps look like, and we did an inner city as well as the business and industry zone and the competition map. You have to observe the traffic, otherwise you could lose points. We felt like we really succeeded when they were just ecstatic and happy. And this will be represented in the World Skills Museum up in Shanghai, China. So they'll have a showcase showing a lot of what Studica does in their mobile, as well as what Epic Games does. So we're in the same type of room. So they'll have sort of like a video arcade, and our game is going to be presented there.
To note that this game is being displayed on the other side of the world is still crazy and a little bit hard to comprehend, but it just really makes me happy, and I just hope people can enjoy it and be inspired by it.
It's also going to allow us to be able to show other students what they could be capable of. We don't have to think that, oh, we're only in Tucson and we won't be able to work outside that. Because the playing field now is largely networking, we can go anywhere in the world to be able to be part of these different kinds of projects.
Looking back on the project, it was really a very good growing experience and learning experience. The biggest thing this class and project taught me was how to work with other people and how to communicate and get along.
I'm really proud of the students because they had to problem solve and figure this out. I was like the project manager. But to see these kids able to go in there that they're going to have to do in real life, and this is going to be part of their portfolio, they're going to be able to get either into an incredible program or a company, and they're going to be very impressed with it. Not very many students are going to be able to say that they have something that's represented in another country in a museum, and it's going to be there for the next few years.